Welcome back, everybody, to the Even Your Dynasty show.
We just got breaking news in.
Welcome, everybody, to another video on the Even Your Dynasty show. We're joined today with 2025 Giants draft pick Damian Bravo. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you, Cody?
Yeah, we're great, man. Obviously, this is something we've been trying to working on for a couple months.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
So really glad we can make it happen today. I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be excited to hear from you right now. Obviously, you know, you were drafted this just past year and you jumped right into it. So we're going to kind of run through a little bit of your, baseball journey so far to this point. Kind of going all the way back to, starting off in Texas where you grew up and where you're at right now, it sounds like. So, how did baseball become such a big part of your life growing up there?
So, I mean, so I grew up kind of all around baseball. Like, my cousins would always play baseball. My family, like, my parents never really played baseball at all. Growing up, like, all I wanted to do was just play, like, just hit. And surely enough, like, that kind of has worked out for me. I've been around some good athletes. Like, I kind of knew who Trent Grisham was. Like, I'd watch him hit in his facility. He's obviously doing really good stuff with the Yankees. And yeah, I mean, I just had really good mentors growing up. And then when I got to Texas Tech, like, the people there were awesome. Like, they kind of treated it as much like as pro style as possible. Like, you showed up, you did your work, you needed help, you went and asked, and they were successful for a reason. And I think we've been kind of pretty bad these last 3 years, but I think they're gonna turn around a little bit. But yeah, like, I got to Texas Tech, and they kind of just let me do my thing. My freshman year, I really didn't play much. I was kind of a two-way, like, so I got more innings than I did at bats, I believe. I mean, if you kind of like, it was like 11 innings and like 13 appearances or something like that, compared to my like 30 at bats and like 8 games. So yeah, I pitched more than I hit my freshman year. I went out to Healdsburg, California, up in North Cal, and I played for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. There's a guy there named Joey Gomes, Johnny Gomes' brother, and he just changed, like, the way I thought about baseball, the way I thought about, like, life. And it was just like, he didn't talk about swings, no nothing. Like, it was just straight the mental side of the game, and he just opened my eyes and let me view the game like as it was literally just a game and not a job. Like, the way he explained it is like, the minute you turn this game into a job, it's just the minute you start hating it, and you're just gonna spiral downhill from that. Like, just take it from me, like, I would have played longer if I took it as serious and took it as a game and not just a job. Like, it's obviously it's your job. Like, your job is to hit baseballs and make outs and all that stuff, but you're still playing a kid's game, and kids are looking up to you more than adults are. So, like, take it as you want it, but that's what you're doing. You're playing a kid's game. And that summer, I kind of gained my confidence back, and went back to Lubbock, Texas Tech, my sophomore year, and just went out there, like, just fully, like, confident about my ability, fully confident about my build, my physical stature, and all that stuff. And I was just, like, in a different, like, mental side that everyone else wasn't. Like, everyone, like, just didn't want to be there, and everyone, like, hated fall ball. Like, no one likes fall ball just because, like, you're there, and you got to wake up early for the weights and all that stuff, and it's just meaningless baseball. But I was one of the guys that kind of enjoyed it and loved the grind and loved everything about it, because, like, I watched them beat Florida in the regional that year before, and, like, we were like 2 games away basically from going to the World Series. So we got to play South Carolina at their place, and they weren't going to be as good as Florida. So I had to just watch them do that, and I'm like, dude, like, I just got a taste of it. Like, I'm hungry for it. Like, I want it more than anybody on this team. And we had a pretty good sophomore year. I had a pretty good. That's when I kind of really broke out. I won the batting title for the Big 12 that year, and kind of battled with a little bit of injury. Kind of, I set out 10, 11 games, and we missed the playoffs sadly. And then that summer, I came back home and kind of just chilled for a bit, rehabbed, PT, all that stuff, and then went out to Lubbock like a month early, and I was like, you know what, if I want to do this, like I want to get drafted, I want to make this my career and stuff like that. Like I don't want to look back in the future and say I didn't try. This is what I want to do. So I got out there a month earlier than everybody else did, and I kind of worked out, try to build up my like, just try to get stronger, and I got stronger. Scouts always told me, it's like, hey, like if you want to get drafted, like you got to turn these doubles into home runs. And and all that month, I was just working on getting stronger, like turning those doubles into home runs. And I was running. We were doing. It was me and this kid named Parker Hugh Terry. He's a pitcher from at Texas Tech as well, and he's from like my rival, like high school. So we were up there a month early. We were working out. We were doing it all. We were just having fun. And I like got sick, and right before like our fall workout started, and like no idea what had happened. Like we had no idea what it was. Like when I got checked, it was just like I was having breathing problems. Like it was just like bad. Like I just no one knew like what it was. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. So like I had got up to like 212 and like lean muscle, and then like I got sick for like 2 3 weeks, and like I lost it all. And then like and that like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm just like dang. Like I just worked for all that. Like I just got this strong, and then in 2 3 weeks I lose it all. Like what the heck? Like that's just like not what I wanted to do this year. Like I felt like I was already starting behind, even though I went up there to get ahead. So in my head I was like, dang, like this is gonna be harder than I thought. Like I got to regain it all, and now I have less amount of time, and I was just kind of playing out scenarios and stuff like that. But luckily, like it wouldn't. I think it wasn't nothing bad, like nothing serious. We got checked for everything. Like nothing popped up. Nothing was clicking or nothing. I don't know what they were telling me, but I trusted them. Trainers were awesome, and got back out there and had an amazing fall. Like I had like 11 homers in the fall. Like it's something I've never done in my life. Never hit more than 4 in my life. Go out there in the fall, hit 11, and then I had a really good season. I go out there and I think I hit 14 home runs. So I turned those doubles into home runs. And yeah, like I got drafted by the Giants late 15 in the 15th round. And yeah, I got to Arizona, and I've loved it ever since then. It's been kind of cool. They kind of just throw me in the fire like that. I feel like they prepared me in the right way in those 2 weeks I was there. And even like the month leading up to the draft, I was just working out and doing all my stuff here. Like I feel like I prepared myself pretty well. And I think it worked out a little bit. Not obviously. I mean, obviously hit pretty good, not great, but better than I think most people expected.
Yeah, good kind of first cup of coffee. It's
Yeah,
obviously you only get, what is it, about a month or 3 or 4 weeks,
yeah.
when you come, you get just kind of a taste. But yeah, so kind of backtracking over to, well, your time at Texas Tech, your coach Tim Tadlock there
Hmm.
said that when they recruited you, you were only about 5'8" at the
Yeah.
time, and you hadn't even really grown into your frame yet. How'd
Hmm.
that physical development kind of, change your game?
It definitely made me faster. Made me like throw harder, like just hit harder and everything. The strength coach that we had when I was there is not there anymore, but he helped me a lot. Like he was just like a very old school type lifting guy, and he was just like put as much weight on the bar, and obviously do it as safe as possible. But he was just very like strong, very he loved the squat, he loved the deadlift, he loved the bench, and he loved the incline. He would build our, obviously I think everybody does that, but like now, like with pro guys, like you kind of shy away from it just because it's kind of, you're more prone to get injured. So I think doing all those in college helped me get me to where I am right now. Like it's just, he would just build our workouts based around those 4 main lifts, and I think that helped a lot, and a lot of running as well, a lot of sprints.
Nice, nice. Um, And then you had mentioned that you were a two-way player. We actually
Yeah.
had a question built in here. What kind of led you to your decision to drop the pitching part, and do you still miss it at all, or is it?
I definitely do miss it. But I didn't get to choose that. Tadlock got to choose that. He was like,
Okay,
"Hey, like we're gonna make you a hitter." The pitching stuff kind of worked a little bit, but we like you more as a hitter, so just go out there and don't worry about pitching and just hit.
nice, nice.
Hmm.
So, what did you feel like? So obviously, your sophomore year, you won the batting title. I think you
Mm.
mentioned that. I don't remember the exact. I'm sure you could give me the number. It was 378 or something like
Yeah,
that. It was
378.
all
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
Uh, what do you feel like kind of led to that breakout that year?
Um, a lot of a lot of swings, a ton of swings. Like people would tell me like I'm swinging too much. Like people, I don't know if you probably don't know him, but he was at Texas Tech with me. He was a third rounder my sophomore year. Kevin Bazell, he went to the Nationals, and he was a guy that he just literally would roll out of bed and just hit. Like he would show up like 4 hours early, obviously like everybody else did, but he wouldn't hit until like an hour before stretch, and he would just rake. Like it was just a different for him. And he would be one of the guys like, hey, like you need to stop hitting so much. Like you're gonna hate baseball. Like you need to stop hitting. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like we're different players. Like I wired different than you do. Like I got a routine, you got a routine. Like this is what works for me. Like I know it doesn't work for you, but like this works for me. And I think just a lot of swings, a lot of arm BP, and then really just trusting myself that I can do it, and I'm one of the best players on that field, and that ultimately led to that season I had.
Nice, nice. And then as you were talking about 2025, you jumped, your junior year, you
Mm.
jumped kind of the home runs went from I think 4 to 13,
Mhm.
stolen bases also jumped quite a bit. I think you went from 2 to 18
I
that
think
year.
yeah.
Yeah, you ran a lot more. Were those like
Uh-huh.
so kind of two-part question. Was that kind of a point of focus? I know you already mentioned kind of the turning the
Mhm.
doubles into homers was the running part also a point of focus for you, or
I
was
think the
that
running was more kind of just to create more runs for us. Like we had kind
okay?
of struggled early and towards the late of the season just to get runners on and then like move them to second base, move them to third. So we kind of talked to the coaches and we kind of took them at it. He would always give us green light, like it's on you. And some guys were kind of scared to go. And like I was one of the leaders on the team, so I was like, you know what, if I get thrown out or if I steal this base, like people are gonna know like it's okay to get thrown out, or if you steal the base, like you're gonna get rewarded for it. Like coach will be happy, and if you get thrown out, obviously you're gonna get chewed out. Like it's you just don't want that to happen. But yeah, like I kind of just took matters to my own hands, and I was like, you know what, like I'll be the example. Like it don't matter. Like I'll take it for the team. Like this is what we need. Somebody needs to get their butts chewed out. Like it needed to be me.
Yeah.
And I think I got thrown out once or twice maybe in like a big spot, and got yelled at, and then players kind of saw like, hey, like there's no favors on the team, there's nothing
Right.
going on, just play. And then there was another kid on our team who like stole like 35 bags or something like that. And I would just use him as an example, like, dude, like this guy's doing it, like you guys can do it as well. Like
Yeah.
just steal, like it's gonna help us. But really I just did it just to create runs and kind of help our team to
Yeah.
just one hit away from a run at that point.
Nice. And
Mhm.
then for the emphasis on your power on that part of that side of the game, was there anything in particular that you think, helped kind of make that jump for you? Was it like anything mechanical, approach?
No, I think approach, definitely approach. Like I knew Big 12 guys had a really good mix of just 3 to 4 pitches, and kind of just being picky about where I wanted to see the ball and where I wanted to make my damage. And
Mhm.
ultimately, I chose middle out and kind of just have my approach just go the other way and react to anything in. And I think anybody like in the pros or in the bigs can still do that. Like a lot of people have their own stuff. Like I know a lot of people works for them. Like they have the teacher man stuff. They have, I guess,
Mhm.
just yank the ball, and like people just want to hit curveballs or sliders. But like I mean, to each their own. But I think a lot of people would succeed more if they kind of had like a line drive approach and kind
Mhm.
of just like I obviously I care for the homers and all that stuff, but I think doubles and triples are pretty cool too. Like you're still trying to help your team. You're still producing for your team, and you're putting yourself in a spot to help your team win in the end. So I think just having that approach, line drive to right center, left center, gap to gap, hit the fastball to right field, and then you get the curveball. You're going to be on time for it, center or left center.
Nice. Yeah, I think you hear a lot of that mindset with
Hmm.
this draft class that just came in. You can tell that's got Buster and Randy's
Hmm.
fingers all over it. The putting it in play and line drives. So
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
sure. So what was the draft experience like for you? With what was it like getting the call from the Giants and hearing your name called and everything?
So when I got the call by the Giants, the area scout called me. I think it was Seth Simmons, and I didn't like. I knew it was a scout. Like I just didn't know for who it was. So like I see my phone's ringing. I'm watching the draft. The draft is obviously behind. Like so you're just looking at like what picks that have already
Mhm.
been made, and then the call you're getting is like there's a few picks ahead or something like that. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get drafted right now, but I don't know by who. And I saw like Seth Simmons call. I was like, okay, somebody's calling me. I picked up. He's like, hey, like you ready to get out to Arizona? And I'm like, yeah, like let's do it. Like it's okay. Yeah, we just drafted you. The only bad thing is that you got to be ready to leave in a few days. Like we'll send you the schedule and itinerary out, whatever. And it's like, yeah, we're excited to have you. And this whole time, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited to be part of the team. Like I didn't know what team I was getting drafted to. Like I know who Seth Simmons was, but like in the moment, I'm like, who's he scouting for? Like what's why did the whole name not? Because it popped up as Seth Simmons, and it was like kind of like going through my phone, and it didn't get to the part where it said Seth Simmons Giants, and
Oh,
I just answered it, and I was like okay, and then he hung up, and then I was like I just got drafted, and then my dad's like by who, and I'm like I don't know, he didn't say.
we'll
And
find out
then
if you.
yeah, and then we were watching the draft, and then my girlfriend had the draft tracker deal, and that one's
Oh,
ahead of like the TV stream, and she's like the Giants, you got drafted by the Giants, and then my dad was just excited, and we had our little moment, and my mom was walking our dog, so she had gotten back like in a hurry. Like I think some my aunt or cousin had called her, is like, hey, like congratulations, like your son just got drafted, and she had no idea. She was like, "Really? Like, I don't know. Like, I'll check when I go back." And she had got back, and it's like, "Yeah, like I got drafted by the Giants." And then she was like, "Yeah, it's like an awesome coincidence because I have family in Sacramento, I have family in San Francisco, and it was just like it's perfect, like it's a perfect spot."
nice. That's awesome. So that kind of leads me into my next question for you was, what made them feel like the right fit for you and, versus returning back to Texas Tech?
I think that I mean I love Texas Tech, everything about them. I love what they do, what they're doing, and I just think like there was just it wasn't right to go back and not have a I just feel like they didn't have a championship caliber team. I mean, I hope they prove me wrong this year. I hope they go out and win the whole damn thing like I want them to. But I felt like we weren't really doing much out of the portal. We really didn't sign a lot of guys that I guess were big time names, like a lot of the Tennessee guys and like all the bigger time schools have. So I was just like, no, like, and at the time I don't think we had a pitching coach. So I was like, no, like I don't like it's just I don't think I'm gonna go back. And there was a point in time in the draft where I did call our hitting coach. I'm like, hey, like I think I'm coming back. Like I don't think I'm gonna get drafted. Like it was just so late. Like I thought I would go earlier. Like I feel like everyone thinks that like they're gonna go earlier. And then I called him before the draft, before the second half of the draft on day two. And I was like, hey, like I think I'm going back. I mean, if I don't get drafted in the next 10 rounds, I'm going back, obviously. He's like, no, like, yeah, it's fine. Like, welcome. Like, we'll be here, like, for you, like, whatever. Like, come be the Big 12, come be a Big 12 champion or something like that. He said something along the lines of that. But then I got drafted by the Giants, and then I was like, hey, like, I can't pass it up. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. Like, I know NIL had played a huge factor in this. Like, I think if Texas Tech would have gave me a little bit more, or just like because like the football team has stupid money, the softball team has stupid
Mhm.
money, and like sadly, like the baseball team is just getting shafted. Like they're not getting any sorts of funding. I mean, they did some spending this year on one of our guys, and I feel like I feel like I deserved that a year ago, and I was just kind of mad about that. And also, like I was just like, dude, like this is what I want to do. Like this is what I've always wanted to do. Like it's pro baseball, and it's the Giants.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a small market team where I'm looking to go out and just get in the system and like and not care. Like now, this is a big
Yeah.
market team. They want to win, and there's a team that kind of builds from their system. So like this is perfect for me, and that led to my decision. And I mean, I don't think I wouldn't trade it for the world.
That's awesome. Well, now that you kind of mentioned as the organization, the Giants have a pretty strong outfield tradition.
Mhm.
What's it like knowing that you're part of that pipeline? And are there any current Giants that you've kind of reached out to or look up to?
I think growing up, like I've been a Rangers fan all my life, and I was obviously hoping for the Rangers. Like I was just praying for the Rangers. I didn't want to get drafted by the Astros just because obviously Rangers Astros, just the rivalry there. And then I grew up watching the Rangers, and I grew up watching that 2010 World Series. Just kind of just everybody smacked the Rangers around. But like what really stood out to me was Hunter Pence. Like Hunter Pence was just a freak of nature, like just a weirdo, like in the
Yeah,
box. He was unique, and I love that. And I think if Hunter Pence was around, I'd definitely pick his brain a lot and kind of
yeah,
just ask him questions to see what worked for him. Because like I mean, he was one of the greatest Giants ever. Like
yeah,
maybe like not like to me, he's not the greatest Giant because like you have Tim Lincecum, you have Matt Cain, you have Barry Bonds, you have all those guys. But he was
yeah.
definitely one of the greatest Giants I ever watched in my childhood
Mhm.
era. So and he's from like Houston or something like that,
Yeah.
like
I was
in
gonna say he's
Texas
a
area.
Texan. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's perfect. But
Yeah.
either him or I think it was Pagan.
Yeah.
Pagan,
Pagan, he had some swag
yeah, and
back
like
then.
me and my brother would always quote that Pagan inside the park walk off home run.
Yep.
Who's the announcer for the Giants?
Oh, Kuiper. Well,
Yeah,
Kuiper's the play-by-play guy, so it was probably Kuiper that you
Kiefer. Yeah, and it was
most
just
of the
like
time.
a really deep like Pagan is rounding third, and it was just like
Yeah.
iconic. Like me and my brother would always quote it, like still quote it to this day, and it's just every time we see that video on TikTok or like Instagram, we send it to each other, and
Yeah.
I think I always think like yeah, like the Giants were meant to be like that's like
Yeah.
it's like I drafted the Giants for a reason, and but yeah, either Pagan or Pence. So those two guys are awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, Pence still, he's obviously I think he just took or no, Javi took a front office role, but he's
Hmm.
been announcing games and stuff, so he's around the
Yeah.
team all the time,
Uh
so
huh.
I'm sure you'll get a chance to
I hope so.
pick his
Yeah.
brain.
Sometime
Um,
soon.
yeah, have you been, because speaking of, that's kind of the beautiful part
Hmm.
of Oracle Park is aside from being just like in a cool spot, like the dimensions do allow for some kind of craziness. And you
Yeah.
saw it with that. Patrick Bailey, hit a walk-off inside the Parker
Hmm.
this year, who's their catcher, which, that you never expect a catcher to do
Yeah.
that. But have you been to the park yet?
I actually went once when I was playing up in Healdsburg, and it was like the last weekend of like summer ball, and I'm like, dude, like let's go to a Giants game. Like I didn't have a car, so I was always trying to beg my roommate, like, hey,
Yeah.
let's go to a Giants game, please. Like, I'll buy your ticket. Like, let's just drive us there, please. But luckily, like we had met a few guys up there, like just random guys we'd met early in the summer, and they happened to go to that game that day, and we were like playing basketball at the park, and they're like, "What are you guys doing later?" Like, and we're like, "Nothing. Like, we're trying to go to a Giants game." And he's like, "Dude, like we have tickets. Like, come with us." And I was like, "Bro, like let's like please, like I'll buy your ticket. Like let's just go. Like if you're not going, I'm going." And we went and we took a ferry to the game, and that was awesome. Like that was beautiful. Like it was just like it was cold. It was
Yeah.
beautiful weather, and then like I think they were playing the Diamondbacks, and I think Doval came in to like close it out, and it was just like an awesome experience. And then I didn't know it got that cold there, so I
Yeah.
showed up in like shorts and like I think like a thin jacket, like very thin, like a pullover.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around like third, fourth inning's fine. Fifth, sixth rolls around. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting cold. And then that seventh inning hit, and I'm like, dude, I need a jacket. Like, I'm gonna freeze. Like, so I went and bought like $150 jacket, and I was just sitting there like mad as crap. Like, I just spent $150 on a jacket. Like it's not like I don't even like this team. I hate them like because they beat the Rangers. I was just sitting there like miserable at that time.
Uh,
And then looking back at it, my girlfriend has a jacket now, and she's like, perfect. I got a reason to wear this jacket now.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pops and I used to always joke that you could always tell people that weren't from there
Uh-huh.
when we would be walking in for a night game because yeah, they'd be in like
They
shorts and
would,
a jersey and that's
and
it.
they
And you're
definitely
like,
knew I wasn't there because they were like, "Yeah, it's your first time." I was like, "Yeah, it's my first time."
yeah, yeah. We'd always be looking at those people going, yeah, you're gonna be buying a blanket in a bit.
Yeah, I contemplated that, but I was like, "No, I get the hoodie. It's more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably more. I get more uses out of it."
Yep. Bake That Dough says this is actually a famous saying, but the coldest
Mhm.
winter you'll ever spend is the summer in San Francisco.
I've never heard of that, but I believe that
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, yeah. Day games are totally different though. Day
Oh
games will
yeah,
be nice and
they
sunny.
seem awesome. Like they seem like
Yeah,
perfect weather. Like everything
yeah.
beautiful.
It's great. Yeah. But yeah, night games, the marine layer blows in.
Hmm.
It'll go from 70 at first pitch to 40
Real
by the
quick,
by the end.
real quick.
So yeah, it's fun. But and we kind of chatted about this in the green room a little bit, but you know, obviously you get drafted, you sign, you got a super quick promotion up to high
Hmm.
A, and then you debut pretty quick and you go 3 for 3 right out the gate. So
Hmm.
you know what's that transition to pro ball been like for you?
It's been fun. It's been everything I've ever dreamed of. Like you go out there, you're playing ball with literally your boys. Like it's literally baseball every day. Like you don't got to wear a suit and tie to work. You don't got to wear nothing specific to where you literally get to wear baseball pants and a jersey for your job. And I mean, as a kid, I think like myself as a kid would like look up and like be extremely happy because like this is what we like ever always dreamed of. And the transition has been real smooth, but the off season has been real long. Like I don't know if
Mhm.
this is how the first timers feel, but for me, I'm like itching to play some ball. I texted one our trainer texted us today. He's like, "Hey, like, how are you doing? Just doing our weekly checkups." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing good. Just itching for some ball." He's like, "Yeah, don't worry. It'll come sooner than you realize, and then when it's here, like you're gonna want a break, and so just enjoy, like stay relaxed, stay put. Like you're gonna just enjoy the off season, and when you get back, like we'll get things rolling." And but yeah, the transition has been very smooth. People have been awesome. I mean, I've got great help everywhere in the organization. Like even players from top to bottom, like they're just all awesome.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, you start spring training and you get,
Mhm.
7, 8 months straight.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Is there is there anything in particular this off season you're trying to work on heading into next season now that you've kind of gotten that experience?
I think really being stingy at the plate. Like I got a lot of my bats. I kind of was swinging at pitchers' pitches, and kind of that's how I was getting myself out, or I was missing my pitch, and then doing that, and then like I was going through some film after the season ended, and kind of I was just chilling at home. Like you know what, like let me look at some film and kind of get some things gathered, so like when we pick it back up, like I know what to work on. And on like 3 or 4 weeks in, I was like extremely off the plate for some reason. I was just like what looked down the middle was inside, like realistically was what was down the middle was outside for me. What was outside was unhittable.
Mhm.
And I was just like, it makes sense why I kind of had a rough last 2 weeks. Like it's because I was like, I would go back after every game. I'm like, dude, like I'm on time. I'm just missing it. Like, what's going on? Like, I would drive myself crazy. And like obviously the coaches obviously didn't know where I would stand in the box. Like I'm very new to them. Like so they really didn't they couldn't say much besides like, hey, like you're fine, like everything's fine. Just kind of stay on top of it more, or you're a little bit late, or just something like that. And it was all true, but they just thought that's where I stood. So they didn't say much. And then I looked back at the film, like, dude, that's the problem. Like I'm
Yeah.
10 feet from home plate, like trying to hit the pitch. Like it's just that's impossible. And yeah, like over the off season, I kind of it's a silly thing to work on. Like it's just kind of look down and just make sure your feet are right. But Yeah, I think if I would have caught that earlier, like it would have definitely kept me at a 300 hitter for the month. But I mean,
Yeah.
learn as we go. A long season ahead of us, and we know for next season.
Yeah. It's awesome. Uh, do you have a biggest influence um, so far, like in your baseball? It doesn't have to be pro, college, whatever.
This guy named Dusty Harbord. He's my mentor, hitting coach, whatever, financial guy. Like he's literally all of it. Like he helps me every day. I talk to him basically every day. I mean,
Nice.
he's awesome. Like he's been along my side for 8 9 years now, and I've never had an altercation with him, never had an argument with him, and he's been awesome.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna get to. We had a couple of questions kind of pop in here.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna pull a few of these really quick. Jen asks, "Are there any pro players that current pro players that inspire you?"
Ooh. See, in college, I really didn't watch a lot of pro ball, so I really, I mean, I would say a Ranger, kind of Josh Smith. He's kind of like he was on the bench for a while, has been waiting his turn, and he's gonna get his chance this year. So I'm like kind of excited to see what he does for them. I know my parents are excited to see that as well. They're huge Rangers fans. My families are obviously trying to transition to get black and orange gear, but they're excited to see Josh Smith, and I think either him or I think Adolis was a player that inspired. Oh, I mean, I can't forget Josh Hamilton.
Yeah.
Just Hamilton, like as a kid, and even now, like I'd go back and just watch his highlights. He was just, I think if he kind of shied away from whatever had happened to him, I don't know the whole
Yeah.
story, but I think he would have been a really amazing athlete, a really amazing baseball player, and probably one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah. No, he was an incredible story back then.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would say, maybe the 20 them winning it in 2023 might soften that blow of 2010, and
Yes.
I think more
No,
so 2011,
I think yeah,
honestly.
2011. I think David
But
Freese gives me nightmares still. Like every
yeah.
time that video pops up on my feed, I swipe up. I don't watch it.
Yeah. You know what? I would like to think it helps, but as someone who is still bitter about 2002,
Uh huh.
23
Yeah.
years later, it doesn't really go away. Uh, so, also, I have baked that dough, which whenever you're in that area, you're gonna want to check out his cookies. He
Oh,
makes those.
sweet.
But he asks, since you were recently in college ball, how often did you hear Tony Vitello's name kind of get tossed around there?
So a lot of like people like Texas Tech is very like West Texas, like country guys, like very,
Mhm.
very, 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 very country guys. I got there and it was just like a complete culture shift for me. But they're obviously old school. They love the way Tadlock coach just kind of let the players play, and they hated like the whole Tennessee deal, like what they did, and kind of they just didn't like. We just didn't like Tennessee, and we thought Vitella was the one kind of influencing them and stuff like that. So whenever like people would like talk about it like around the locker room, that's all I ever heard. They kind of just weren't a fan just because he was like a very new style coach, and obviously like they're gonna hate people who are winning. So I think that's another factor. Like we played them in Globe Life, and I mean he was real. I didn't have a problem with him. He was pretty classy. He was professional. No arguments, no nothing. And I mean he got the Giants job for a reason. So I'm excited to see what he
Yeah.
does for us and for everybody in the Giants organization in the future. So yeah, like so in the college in the locker room area it was just very negative stuff just because they were just jealous, obviously because they were winning and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I right now in like pro ball, the locker room, everything was very positive. Like everybody was excited to see that they got Giants got Vitello, and obviously all the Tennessee guys were excited. Like Keelan, he was excited, and
Yeah.
he had nothing but positive things to say about him. So I'm excited as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I know, well, Maui, I think, got hurt before.
Mhm.
Was he here? Did you cross over with Maui at all while you were there?
I think I got there and he was going back because I was staying in
Yeah.
his room. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I knew it was close in that
Mhm.
timeline because he had gone over there. But yeah, I know he talked with one of our other guys, Ricky, and he said he was pretty excited. So
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I had one more from and anybody that's watching right now. If you guys have any questions you want to ask Damian, just go ahead and just fire them in the chat. NorCal fan says, do you have a favorite defensive position?
Ooh, I think left field is fun. Left field is real fun. Just kind of, I mean, I played a pretty good, like that's probably the best outfield I played all my life in that month in Eugene. And either that or right field. I think I'm better at the corners just because it's kind of you kind of have the furthest throw, and I think I like to show it off and kind of just let it eat sometimes. So I think that makes it my favorite position.
Yeah, right field in Oracle would be fun for you.
Yeah.
Right here, we'll get a couple more questions in here in a second. Do you have any like pregame routines? We've heard some fun ones.
Kind of just, I kind of very boring. Like I mean, everything behind the scenes is usually boring. Like obviously all the elite guys and all the guys in the majors have a pretty fun one, and make it unique. But I think mine's pretty boring. I kind of just get there and whatever time my ride's going there. So hopefully like 3 to 4 hours before, no, 2 to 3 hours. Sorry, that's absurd. That was college. 2 to 3 hours. Chill for a bit, maybe play some pool, talk to the guys, catch up on like what happened last night, if they played some games or anything, and then do some pre-game pre BP hitting, kind of get our body going, stretching and stuff like that. Hit a few rounds, do a soft toss, BP machine, get my swing dialed in for the day, go back to the locker room, eat, scroll on TikTok, talk to my family, talk to my girlfriend, kind of just text them about the game plan and stuff like that. They always like to know that stuff. Just kind of, I mean, I feel like they're kind of nosy, but it's like the boring stuff like no one really wants to know, but they want to know. Talk to them about that, and then every now and then just kind of call a friend and kind of just forget about the game for a little bit, because when you're in the game, you got to be mentally focused the entire time. So that's my kind of like my mental break, and just talk to a friend back home or even from like school or something, just kind of catch up for a little bit, and then get ready for the game, go out there and hit one more time right before stretch, and then stretch, and let's get going.
There you go. Dan says nothing beats Charlie's routine.
that was the first time I saw it, I was like, what's he doing? He's like, that's just routine. Like, that's what he does every single at bat. And then what really shocked me was when he walked one day, and I'm like, did I just watch him sprint? Like, is he joking? And like, is that like a joke? Like, why is he sprinting? He was like, no, it's what he does every single game. Like, watch him hit a home run and he'll sprint around the bases. And surely not, like 2 games later, he hits a home run, he sprints around the bases.
Yeah. Have you seen the other Charlie's routine?
Which one?
McDaniel.
No.
Oh, you didn't get to see it?
I mean, I never paid attention to it, but no, I've never seen it.
He said he told us he throws up before every game.
Oh, he did talk. Okay, yes. I did hear it I heard it one time at home. I was like, dude, someone had a rough night yesterday. He's like, no, that's Charlie. That's his routine. Like, he has to throw up before he throws.
Yeah, it was funny. He told us, and he dropped it like so casually. He's just like, yeah, I threw up before him. We're like, what? Apparently Josh Allen does it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Josh Allen does it like mid-game. He did it against the Patriots.
It's just wild. But all right, we've got, let's see, I think we had one more from Dan. He shot you in a message here and said, who's your favorite teammate? We usually get asked this on IG too.
I think it's got to be one of the pitchers. I think Darian Smith.
Okay.
He was very cool. We're currently trying to find a house in Arizona to kind of stay for spring training, but he's been very cool. So I think Darian Smith, because like pitchers are always out in the outfield shagging, and they're always just out there just talking crap, just to talk crap. And we were out there, and we kind of started talking to him like day 2 or day 3, and it was just pretty cool. Like, he was humble, and he wasn't cocky. I just loved how he played, loved how he pitched, and I was like, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, he was a cool guy. And then either him or like Tyler Switowski, they're both awesome. They're both pitchers. And I find it kind of weird how I'm kind of like more closer to pitchers than I am to like outfielders or infielders. Just because
Yeah,
like when you're shagging like pregame BP, like it's like five pitchers right behind you, just in your way for no
yeah,
reason, and just chopping it up. But I mean, yeah, I think Darian Smith or Switowski.
that's awesome. Yeah, Darian jumped on with us. I don't know, a handful of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's super cool, dude.
Huh.
Yeah. The pictures, it cracked me up when I went to that the game. Not the one you got injured in,
Mhm.
the following one, your guys' last game of the year. I was cracking up because I come out there and like all the pitchers are like playing hacky sack
Yep.
for the game.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty funny. But do you have any off the field hobbies that you like to do?
I'm a big it's gonna sound nerdy, but I'm a big Pokemon guy. I kind of try to take my Switch everywhere and kind of play Pokemon anytime, any chance I get. Shiny hunt, shiny Pokemon hunt. Very nerdy, but I mean, I like it. It kind of keeps me out of trouble. Um, or or just kind of walk my dogs. Other than that,
Mhm.
nothing.
There you go.
No cool hobby. Just this is just a nerdy one.
Yeah, hey, we've had a lot of guys that are into like
Uh huh.
anime and
Yeah.
collecting their cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
This is,
ever each their own.
mm-hmm.
We've all done it. And then my last one I have for you, this was also from Dan, was, um, do you have any advice for any young players that are kind of pursuing the same dreams?
I think only advice I really have is stay patient. Everything happens for a reason. I kind of had to learn that. My freshman year of college and even through the draft process, I feel like everything happens for a reason. There's no mistake to like the outcome of what just happened. Like everything, like don't worry about the result. Focus on the process. And I'm huge on control what you can control because a lot of people, even myself, I try to control what the coaches think, try to impress the coaches, blah blah blah. And like no, like I'm gonna play I'm gonna play the way I play, and I'm gonna do what I can to control everything that's controllable. And I think that's a huge factor in baseball, football, like everything, like just in sports and even in life. Like if you can somehow find a way to manage to control what you can control and master that, you're gonna be really good in life, really good husband, dad, and everything. Like
Mhm.
I feel like that's the huge one I kind of have for them.
It's awesome. Love it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, so that's all I've got here. I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna turn it over to you if you want to
Uh-huh.
let everyone know where they can find you. If you have anything you want to kind of share
Uh-huh.
extra, go ahead.
So I mean, I have Instagram, TikTok, and everything, but I really like I'm the most active on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram. It's Damian Bravo 13. I'm excited for this next year. I'm itching for some baseball, and we'll see what the boys are going to do this next year. Hopefully, Buster's cooking up some moves in the off season. Who
Mhm.
knows what's involved, who's involved, but wasn't a Giants fan, and I'm a Giants super fan. I'm a
Yeah.
Giants player, so I'm excited to see what this chapter is, and excited for the season to get going and finally start my professional career again.
Awesome. All
Uh,
right. Well, Damien, I really appreciate you hopping on with me today. Thanks everybody for hanging out that's watching. Make sure you drop a follow for him. I think you're also on X. I found you on there at one point.
oh,
So
that's right. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
make sure you guys follow
yeah, I
him
think
all
it's
over this.
Bravo 2248.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bravo 2248 on X. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So thanks everybody. Go Giants. Also tomorrow, just so everybody here knows, we're gonna have Dason Crows on here with us as well. I don't know if you overlapped with him at all. He kind of
He was
shot
up.
through.
I think he got up to Double A like earlier in the year, and then
Yeah.
he went to Triple A. He's a really good player. I heard though.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, come hang out tomorrow. It'll be at like 3:45 or 4 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Uh,
So come hang out tomorrow, guys. Thanks, Damien, and
yeah, thank
catch you
you.
guys all next time.